Do a blooper. What if I spill the camera?
You probably did.
Welcome back, M&J family. That's a blooper.
Oh, it is?
Let's start this over.
You want me to start or you started?
I'll start it then.
Do the countdown.
What's up, M&J family? We're back at it again with part 2 of the relationship advice video. We hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of the relationship advice video. We loved answering those questions, and so this is part 2, and we chose 5 more questions or 6 more questions.
Yeah, we tried to knock it out.
Yeah. So let's get started.
Let's just get right into it. Make sure you guys go like, comment, and subscribe down below. Go click that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, just make sure you guys subscribe and click that little bell button so the notification so you guys know when we get
we got a new video.
Yeah, make sure you guys do that. Definitely.
Yes. Okie dokie. All right.
That first.
So, should we mention their names or no? Let's just.
I mean, we didn't do it the first time, so
right.
yeah.
Okay. So, first question: how did we meet? How did you guys start talking? All the details.
How did we meet? Well, we knew of each other for about a year and a half or 2 years. About 2 years, because fortunately my school, Dowling College, shut down. Shout out to all my Dowling dudes. But yes, I came to Nyack College my junior year, and actually no, I guess it would be sophomore. I mean,
well, basically
yeah,
not really your sophomore,
yeah,
but basically your sophomore year.
My third year in school, but it would be
your sophomore year in Nyack.
Sophomore year in Nyack, because you go back to another school. That's another story. But I knew of her my second year. I didn't know her my first year. People were like I was sitting in the cab and they're like, yo, like, oh, that's her name is Clark too. I'm like, oh shoot, that's lit. Like, we both Clark. I'm like, how you spell it? It's the same way. We're not related. Just make sure you guys know that.
Because I mean, that's what you guys are gonna say.
So yeah, I mean, for a minute I did kind of like friend zone it, because I was just like,
oh my gosh, yes, please tell them.
I was like, how you doing, Miss Clark? I used to always, come to her as respectful.
No, let's go back. Before, he used to always do that, but then he always used to be like, so one of his friends, one of your friends was in the room with me, or in my room one day, and they was FaceTiming him. And you were like, oh, where you at? And he was like, oh, in Maya's room. She was like, oh, in Maya's room. And he was like, oh, tell my sis what's up, or what's good, or something like that. I was like, all right.
Yeah, so at that time, I wasn't looking to be in a relationship at all. Maya was a great person. People always had high respect for her. Always had heard great things about her. So, kind of in a way, I told her when we first started talking, people in a way kind of put her on a pedestal. They were like, yeah, this is Minister Clark. Yeah, like, it's the cream of the crop. Like, you can't be like messing around. Like, she don't take no ish. So,
which I don't.
Yeah, she don't. But
he knows that.
Yeah, you're right. But so I believe it was January or February. I forgot. February.
It was like the ending of January.
Yeah, so she came in, with her business. She's always wearing business attire. To the calf. She looking good that day. So I popped a question to one of my friends that's not here anymore. Her name is Jay. Shout out to Jay. And I asked her, I'm like, listen. So in New York slang, when you say, on the down low, I asked her, I said, so down low, you don't say to people, you don't say down low. Down low means you just keep it low key.
Don't say I
said so. It's just like, make it known that you're trying to know the question. Or the answer, excuse me. Know the answer, not me. So I was like, on the down low, just like, ask her if she's single. And I'm like, cool. She's like, cool, no problem. So, I forgot. Either I got a text from Jay or did I get it? I forgot. Either way, Jay contacted me and she was just like, Maya kind of think it's kind of weird that you're doing it on the down low. And
No, look,
what do you mean?
no. So look, so she texted me and she said, "Hey girl, you got a boyfriend?" I was like, "No, who's asking?" She said, "Oh, Jason."
Oh my
So now
God.
Jason's supposed to his name JSON. So I didn't know that this was Jason. I'm thinking that his name was spelled regular, JSON, from what everybody knows Jason to be spelled. So I'm like, who? So she's like, Jason. So my friend at the time was like, Jason. So Jason, Alpha Jason. 'Cause, that's how I know him. I'll tell my side in a minute. But but she said, oh, Jason wants to know if you have a girlfriend, but if you don't, he wants y'all to talk on it down low because he doesn't want anybody to be in your business.
What?
So I'm looking at the message. I'm like, oh, he must have not heard about me. Like, what? Like, I got cocky real quick because I'm like, down low? Like, you want to talk to me on the low key type of thing? Get the hell out of here. Ain't happening. So I said, oh, well, tell Jason that I'm not interested then. Or something like that. Then he found me on Instagram and then wrote me, he was like, oh, you violated. I said, oh, well, I mean, I'm not a low-key type of chick.
That's the first time I'm actually hearing the full details of what Jay said. So thank you, Jay.
So then he was like, that's not what I meant. So I'm like, what did you mean? And he was like, oh, I said to ask you, what I understood, what he just explained. I said, oh, okay, well, there's always a chance for another shot. And so then he made a joke like, all right, I'll try again in a couple of years or something. And I said, okay, cool. And then he just kept talking to me.
Yeah, so, I mean, I pursued after, we took it very slow in the beginning, definitely. I wanted to do things right and try something different, When I was younger, like she said in part 1 about being impulsive, I was impulsive when I was younger, so I just jumped the gun, get in, try to get feelings, wild out. Like, yeah, I love you me back, yeah. It's only been like 2 months, alright, you need to relax. But so yeah, I took my time, like listen, like I make sure I get my feelings right, make sure I'm straight, make sure she understands who I am. So if she does care for me and does love me in the future, she knows who I am and I know who she is. And we took our time, took her on dates, took her very slow, and I feel like in the beginning we definitely slowed, we're quick pace right now,
Yeah.
To now we're together for how many months now? How many months?
4 months.
Oh, it's 4 months now? Dang. I guess it'll be 5 in 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, so 5 months, and yeah, but we've been talking.
We've been talking for almost a year.
Yeah, around there.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so I've known her. Yeah, did you have anything else to edit in that story?
Yeah, no, okay, well, that's what I was gonna say. When I first noticed Jason when he came to Nyack, first thing because I'm like a sucker for fraternities and sororities. Everybody knows this about me, because I was destined to be AKA, but we didn't get there yet, because I came to Nyack, but whatever. But so I see him coming to Nyack my junior year when he was a sophomore in Nyack, and I see him with his hoodie on with his letters, and I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no. I know there's not no boys coming to Nyack. Who's that fraternity? They're not gonna do this. I was like, I know Nyack didn't do this to me. So I always thought he was cute, but I never talked to him until like a couple of times when I introduced myself. But when I introduced myself to him and we found out we had the same name, he was so quiet. Like he said 1 or 2 words to me and then that was it. And I was like, oh, he must got a girlfriend or something because he's just like to himself.
I'm a very distant person.
Yeah, like he was just like, we would be at the table talking and he would just be chilling on the phone, like I mean, now I know that's his thing. He does that a lot. Yeah. So after that, when I found out, when Jake told me it was him, I was shocked because I was like, no. I never thought that. But I always appreciated him because no matter what, he will always respect me. And that's what I realized about, you know, I'm not trying to be cocky, but there's a lot of guys at night that tries to talk to a lot of females. And they're very, like, just, no, you know. So, just, I would watch the little things that he would do. I don't even know if he remembers. But, like, it would be sometimes where he'll, like, push the chair out for me. Do you remember those things?
I don't know.
He would push the chair out for me. Like, he'll go out of his way. It was something else you did when I came to the cafeteria or something. And like, he did something. He was just such a gentleman. And then we were at a game night one night. And then he was so respectful of how, like, I'm about to say the details in this video. But he was just very respectful in the game, during the game, you know.
Which game? What was game night?
Uno. Remember?
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah.
So, you know, he was very respectful in it, and I just would never forget those things. But I never really thought too much of it. So, but yeah, I always remember that about him though. Other than that, everything he said about how we met, yeah, we did take everything slow, and it was cool. That's why I never thought like it would. I don't know. I felt like I felt like it was meant to be the way it was supposed to go. And we eventually realized that afterwards. But yeah, that's how we met.
That's lit. So what do we got next?
We have how do you keep God at the center of your relationship?
You can start telling me.
I would say that in order to keep God in the center of any relationship, you need prayer.
Lots of prayer.
Lots of prayer. I think that for me is I don't stop praying for him or our relationship. I never cease. I was always taught you pray without ceasing in my household. So no matter what God blesses you with, just because he blessed you with it doesn't mean the work is finished. Doesn't mean prayers need stop. You know, things happen, trials and tribulations arise, and so what does that mean? You know, you gotta go through warfare, and what does that mean? You gotta pray, you gotta put on the armor. So I feel like that's what we do to keep God in the center of a relationship. And we also talk about like life and like what God tells us. Like, and one thing I like about Jason is that he never makes me feel like I don't ever, like I can't ever say something or I can't ever talk about something. And even random times he'll bring up something like, oh yeah, we were at chapel service and, you know, he said this. And so you know, when it comes to our relationship, you know, I feel like one of the things I appreciate and I'm grateful to God for is that, you know, just whatever it is that we've heard in church or like. And another thing that I really do like is that it's just like respecting each other's like worship and like time with God. I feel like that's how we just keep God in the center of our relationship. Just keep him first, basically. I hope that made sense.
I mean, she said everything I probably would say. And you know, respect. I definitely respect her relationship with God because I mean she is a minister, and I make sure I support her as much as possible. You know, I go to her church. She goes to my church as well. So both of our church families know of each other. So we have a strong relationship with others who have a strong relationship with God. So there's, in a way, kind of a backbone to our relationship as well. So it's not just only us in this relationship, you know?
Yeah.
I got like probably so many mothers over there.
Yeah.
As well as she have over there.
Yeah.
So
that was good. I'm sorry not to cut you off. That was really good because I think that's another thing that you should have in your relationship. The people that matter should know. I mean, they should know everything about your relationship, but I'm saying like you gotta have your backs covered. Like regardless of our relationship with God, we don't know what the future holds. You know, there's people that's older than us, like his parents. His parents been married for so many years. You know what I mean? They're probably praying for things that we don't even know what's good that's gonna come up next. You know what I mean? So I think having the right people that are in place to pray and to pray on our behalf for us, I think that's another reason, another key.
Yeah, I think we got the
All right.
answer.
Next one. How can one's past hurt a relationship, or can it? That's a good question.
How can one's past? In a way, like, I don't believe our relationship's the best one for that question, because I mean, I feel like both of us have taken time out of this relationship and taken time from those past relationships to heal and reflect and to evolve from those, that we don't carry baggage as much. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's things and tendencies that you have from other relationships that you bring, and we don't have a lot of that, but I mean, there's always nice little quirky little things that you know that bring up, and it's like, why do you do that? Well, we used to do that, blah blah blah. But per se to say that, you know, does it hinder? I feel like in a way it doesn't hinder, because I mean, in some aspects you understand what to do and what not to do, and what worked and what didn't work. And I mean, but like, in a way you don't bring all that stuff because you want to have a fresh start. But I mean, you want to bring those things that you have learned that actually will complement the relationship. Yeah, so it's kind of a, like I'm saying, we're not like the best, you know, the best relationship, like to know, to picture that or to understand that question. But I mean, there's little things, like I said, but I mean, those are workable. I don't know, in other people's relationship, they probably bring a lot of baggage, but maybe Maya would explain that more. I don't know, but yeah.
I think that what I think the question means is, I think that it depends what's your story. You know, like he has a story and I have a story. But it's about respecting the person's story. And if you question the person's past a lot, that means there's something there that's not really clicking with you. Something about the person's past can only become a hindrance if you know that it's still prevalent and it's still relevant in your relationship. Because a person's past can just be what they went through. But if somebody has a past of being a liar, right? And they're known to lie, and you get into a relationship with a liar, you can try to work it out. Like, you can try to, you know, build trust again. But in the back of your head, you're believing that this person is a liar because as you know this person and his or her past, they lie. You can work on the trust, but it's up to you whether or not you want to throw that away or whether you want to keep that in. So I feel like that can hinder your relationship. But the thing is, if you know that about a person and you can't shake it, that means it ain't right for you.
Not the right
And you can't be in that. Because somebody if you feel like something that happened in the past is going to happen to you because of the same tendencies, and it's there, it's not going away, then that's something that your relationship is not going to work. So I think that's the only way your past can hinder. But if you have a story and like, you know, my story is crazy. I have a past, you know, he has a past, but I mean, it doesn't hinder our relationship because it's done. Yeah. I'm healing from my situations, but I'm healing in a so much better way than I would have healed than I was healing a long time ago.
I mean, to finally like mark that question, I would say that, I mean, we only bring up our past when it's like something that we see like there's a tendency or something that we're bringing up, or like there's a conflict or something that we're doing that we're like, you're starting to pick up that person while they're doing that. We'll bring it up in that aspect, like, yeah, I used to do this, I used to do that. But I mean, honestly, the person, I mean, you shouldn't be like throwing all your baggage or throwing your past on the new person, because I mean, they don't deserve that. They deserve a clean slate. And I mean, sometimes, unfortunately, I would say that if you can't do that for the person, then I mean, you're not ready for the relationship, you know, because you want to have a healthy new relationship. You don't want to just keep going back and forth, 21 questions, asking people, going on dates, and hoping that you find your one, or find the person that you can spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we don't really bring up the past like that. There's no reason. Yeah.
Next question. How to improve communication in a long distance relationship? Well, I mean, we're not long distance, but I mean, how to improve communication in a regular relationship is to find new ways to communicate. You know, like, one thing about us is that we, you know, like, well, one thing that I like is that we kind of grow from all of our arguments. Like, I mean, it takes time to change things, but like, he'll say, okay, you could have just asked me a question, and I could have been like, okay, well, you could have assured me, or you could have affirmed me or something. All right, so the next time, that's how we're going to communicate. It may not happen right away, but it's a different way of communicating than when I was once communicating. First, I was impulsive. First, I was just like, no. And then it's like, now I know that I can do that. I know I can just ask you a question and you don't have a problem with me talking to you. So I just feel like finding new ways of communication always works.
I've always been told with communication, especially like, say a FaceTime or things that you're trying to communicate with your significant others that you can't, you try to do the same tendencies that you've done when you were with the person. You know, me and her, we're not on the phone for 3-4 hours, because you know, like, that's when people start arguing, like, why you not talking to me on the phone? Well, it's been 3 hours. I'm sorry, like, you're not the best, man. Like, I don't care how good you are. You're not gonna have 3 hours of contact to talk about every day.
Yeah.
So communication needs to be positive and direct. It shouldn't be just like something that just you guys are not saying anything. That's when people feel like they're wasting their time, or that person not communicating enough. No.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys text each other a few times in a day, and make sure you guys have enough where you guys can sit down and FaceTime, or sit down and Skype, or whatever you guys use, and communicate with each other, and have a decent conversation where you have something that you're like, listen, I already kind of heard this all day. The text you've been telling me the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, have contact and things for you to hold dear at the end of the night, because I mean, or you can do it in the morning. It depends on the relationship, but if you're long distance, have things to say. Don't try to just like prolong the conversations, because then you know you're not saying anything, and you got to be consistent with it. Because if you do 3 hours one day and you're doing an hour this day, then your girl gonna be looking at you like, what's wrong? Like, you're gonna go talk to your friends? You're going to go do this? No, like, you have to be consistent. It's a consistent basis, especially with a long distance relationship. You have to be consistent. If you want it to keep going, that person, you don't have that physical connection, that, yeah, you got to do it.
Yeah. I think another thing is like communication in general. Like, you don't have to like. There's this thing where it's like, I don't really get when people say, oh, you know, I want him to text me, or I want her to text me every day, all day. I mean, every day, yeah, but all day long. What are you gonna talk about all day long? Hey, what you doing? Nothing, chilling. Hey, what you doing?
And people get mad,
like you don't have to text each other all, like, there is, I mean, well, maybe because we just have lives, it's a little different. I don't know, but I just feel like that's like annoying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do that.
I give her enough space, so when I do see her, you know, it's fresh, it's new. I'm happy to see her. I'm not mad that I had to text her 15 times in a day, but it's like, dang, like, I feel like it's more of a burden than me just like,
yeah,
feel
and
like
wanting to do it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, I mean,
yeah.
So we got next. How many?
Oh, I don't even know. I think we only have 3 more left. Oh, 2 more left. Okay. Can you still be friends with? I like this question. Shout out to the person who asked this question. Can you still be friends with an ex or talk to them at all once in a relationship?
No, not at all.
Zoom in on my face. No.
I'll probably zoom in on her face after that. But no, I don't believe you should. I mean, I'm gonna be truthful with y'all. I mean, in past relationships, I did have communication with exes, and it definitely made a conflict. But in past few, I mean, like this relationship, I've learned that, you know, the past is the past. It's the season for that, you know. You guys are exes for a reason. Excommunicated, legit, like.
Yeah.
So no, there shouldn't be a connection or a way for you guys to communicate. I mean, you guys still have you guys on social media, as long as you guys are not doing anything fishy, hitting each other up. The only way I feel like you can talk to your ex if you guys have children involved. I mean, that's your baby mama, or baby daddy. You gotta make sure you talk to them, you know. Kid, it's for the kids, not for you. But other than that, you have no obligation to that person anymore. You have the obligation to the person that you're with, and this is not the Bible where you have like 5 or 6 wives and you be Gucci. Like, I mean, we're in an age where, you know, if you're not giving 100%, somebody else will. So, yeah, I mean.
Yeah. I agree. Absolutely not.
Well, that's all you gotta say.
I just feel like no, because no. Because first of all, well, the just laughing. First of all, I feel like out of respect for your partner, like for example, he may not have a problem. I'm not saying that he doesn't. I'm just saying using him as an example, as a random person. He may not have a problem with you. I mean, with me talking to my ex-boyfriend, right? But I may have a problem with him talking to his ex-girlfriend because because of a situation in the past, or because someone cheated, or someone that they said, oh, you don't gotta worry about. Or no, give respect to your partner. Don't do something that is gonna potentially sabotage your relationship. Just respect. It goes back to respect. Period. So no. The answer is no. Next. Alright, the last and final question. What does being respectful to your partner on social media look like in your opinion? I think this person meant all aspects. I already answered. Oh, you answered her. So I think that you know, not posting things.
It's on my face.
Not posting things that will be dishonoring your significant other is number 1. You know, this person, I know this person personally, so I'm going to mention this, and maybe this is a question we can raise up. But what does it look like respecting your significant other by liking other pictures?
Liking other pictures?
Yes. Because I know that this is what this person really wanted to ask.
Oh, they want to ask this?
So,
I mean, see, in a weird way, I'm like not a big like strickler. You can like who you like. I mean, go for pictures per se. I mean, as long as you're not like consistent with it. If you like, oh, that's a good picture. Whatever. I mean, she knows there's good-looking men out there. There's beautiful women as well. And I mean, if you like that person, you're following them, your friend, no problem. But if you're constantly liking it, and even if you're commenting, if your relationship shouldn't be commenting under no one's Instagram unless it's your significant other. So for me, like, I mean, as long as it's not some consistent basis or like you're kind of fantasizing over the person, then no. Then I mean, I have no problem with it.
Yeah, I think that with this, so I feel like it depends, like, you know, because people can take a like, you know, those of you who are out there, you know, you would like to take a like to the extreme. So you have females who will post, you know, in a bra and I'm not saying a bikini, because, you know, there's a difference, you know, between a swimsuit and a bra and panties. You know what I mean? Yeah, those of you. So if you're my friend, let's just using this as an example, and my man is liking that picture, oh, I'm gonna have a problem with that.
I ain't like no picture.
No, I'm just saying, because I'm the person who asked this question. This is why I'm just going a little deeper for you. Shout out to you. Yeah. No, you don't need to like her picture. Cause no. Cause you know the first thing that somebody's gonna see when they see your name and they see that you like that picture. Oh, ain't that nice? We'll take it.
Yeah, I mean,
he like what he see.
I mean, am I close? Like, that's one thing. I mean, that's where you're off limits. Like, that's your girlfriend's friends. You should never like your girlfriend, especially. I mean, if they all out, you know, partying, chilling. Hey, yeah, like that joint. But I mean, if she out here arching her back and like taking that picture, you liking it, it's kind of questioning. Like,
yeah.
I mean, which friend were you really trying to talk to? You know,
Right.
But I mean, we all make mistakes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I guess just don't do it again, bro. Whoever it is, I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like that. But
Yeah, it just causes you to look bad. It just makes everybody around like
question.
it.
You don't want people questioning your relationship.
Ever.
You don't want people in your business.
Ever. Yeah. So I think that was the last question. Let me see.
Hopefully, we've been here for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this relationship advice video. I hope that we get more requested videos like this. It was really good and it was really fun. And
make sure you guys go. Like I said again, go scroll down, comment. If you guys want us to do a video, just nothing crazy, you know, we're not gonna, like, y'all have a topic for us you guys want us to pick on, or something that you guys want to hear us talk about, then that's lit. If you guys have more relationship advice questions, because definitely, I think this will be the last relationship advice. There'll definitely probably be a part 3, depending on how people feel about this part 2. And yeah, I had fun, you know, it was a fun segment, you know. I was nervous, you know. I thought we were going to be going back and forth, having different outlooks on things, but you know, that's all. We're with each other because we agree with a lot of things, you know.
yeah.
And we both got big foreheads, so. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm not doing that. So yes, we love you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Click that notification bell, and we will see you guys in our next video.
All right, see you guys.